Hello students, welcome to judicialcoaching.in. This is the third lecture of CRPC and today we are going to study about section 482. Now the entire CRPC is separate and section 482 is very important and very separate. Section 482 talks about the inherent powers of High Court. Now law is something which changes with the needs of the society. And procedural law is one of the most dynamic laws of all times. CRPC, being a procedural law, is also prone to change as per the need of the society. At the time of enactment of CRPC, it was supposed to be the exhaustive law. Now section 482, which is very important for prelims, mains as well as for the viva. Every student must have the conceptual as well as the exact bare act knowledge of section 482. So let's first read section 482. Now you can see the section 482 which is written on your screen. Read it aloud with me and pay good attention to the highlighted words. Now section 482, the title is Saving of Inherent Powers of High Court. As you can see, I have highlighted the word saving. Now the section starts with nothing in this code shall be deemed to limit or to affect the inherent powers of the High Court to make such orders as may be necessary to give effect to any order under this code, or to prevent abuse of the process of any court, or otherwise to secure the ends of justice. The title of this entire section 482 acknowledges and saves the inherent powers of High Court. So first of all, the question that comes to our mind is whether section 482 provides any power, gives any power, or it just saves and acknowledges the existing powers. And the answer is High Court had certain inherent powers. Inherent powers means the powers which were not given by anybody, any authority, but the powers which are there because of the existence of High Court itself. And section 482 acknowledges that fact, saves those powers, and the complementary role which has been given to High Court under section 482 that can be exercised only in a situation. It is an extraordinary power. It has to be exercised in exceptional circumstances. And this power can only be used, and the High Court always, whenever there is a question of exercising power under section 482, will look into the fact whether there is an alternative remedy which exists or not. In the absence of those alternative or any of the alternative remedies, section 482, the powers under section 482 can be exercised by the High Court, and that too based on the guidelines which are provided which are provided under section 482 itself. Now let's first bifurcate the entire section. As you can see, it is on your screen. Section 482, the first line is nothing in this code. Pay good attention to the word nothing. In this code means the rest of the sections of this code means CRPC. Rest of the sections of CRPC will not be deemed to limit or to affect the inherent powers of High Court. And what are those inherent powers? That is A, to pass orders to make other orders effective. B, as you can see on your screen, that is to prevent the abuse of process. So in those situations, the High Court can pass orders to prevent the abuse of process of any court. Third is otherwise to secure ends of justice. So why section 482 was incorporated in CRPC? So students, remember that CRPC is supposed to be an exhaustive law. There may be situations wherein the existing provisions of CRPC are of no use, and hence these powers of High Court work as and plays the complementary role to secure the ends of justice. As far as part A and part B are concerned, these are specific provisions for part A, that is to pass orders to make other orders effective. This part presupposes the existence of other orders. As we already know, the basic principle of law is that whenever some power has been given to you, that means you also have been given all the implied powers to make your previous powers effective. However, in certain situations, when there is no other alternative remedy to enforce orders of any court passed under the Criminal Procedure Code, in those situations, High Court can always issue directions under section 482. B is also, that is the second inherent power of High Court, is to prevent the abuse of process of any court. Since CRPC is a procedural law, there are many provisions, many procedures and many processes which are provided under this code itself. But there may be authorities, there may be courts and there may be other legal entities which might try to abuse the process. For example, sometimes because of political rivalry, people get the FIR registered against the other person, although there is no legal basis for the registration of those FIRs. Hence, High Court has the powers to quash those FIRs under section 482 itself, and there is no other provision in the entire Civil Procedure Code to deal with this kind of situations. So, whenever there is an abuse of process, in those situations, the High Court can pass the appropriate orders under section 482 itself. Now, third inherent power, that is the most exhaustive one, and that is the non-specific power. It starts with otherwise to secure ends of justice. There is no specificity, but this portion of the section plays the most complementary role and incorporates all the situations which might arise in the legal proceedings. This portion is the residuary portion of section 482. So, in the interest of justice and to secure the ends of justice, the High Court can always issue directions, can always pass orders which are necessary in those circumstances. Although these kind of orders are not being passed as a matter of routine and will be passed in exceptional circumstances where the justice itself requires those kind of orders. But the basic requirement is that for those situations there must not be any other alternative remedy. Means there must not be an existing provision dealing with the same kind of situation. For example, there are people who file an application under section 156(3) before the concerned magistrate for registration of the FIR in case the police refuses to do so. But there were many cases wherein people used to come to High Court under section 482. But section 482, since it is the complementary provision and the word notwithstanding has not been used in section 482, means that section 482 does not have the overriding effect on the other provisions of law or the rest of the sections of CRPC. To understand more about section 482, you must go through certain judgments. As you can see on the screen, there are the landmark judgments. One of them is Ram Swaroop versus Muhammad Javed Razak and another 2005 Supreme Court. Zandu Pharmaceuticals Limited versus Sharaful Haq and another 2004 Supreme Court. And in these judgments, the Honorable Supreme Court has held that the inherent powers shall be exercised only in exceptional cases and not as a matter of routine. Inherent powers are not conferred by section 482. Rather, section 482 only acknowledges and declares and saves the inherent powers of High Court, which High Court already had. And that's all for today, and I'll see you in the next lecture with the next topic.